Well, our goal is always to make food-grade quality oats, and a portion of that is making sure we have good quality and high test weight. So we learned to try to adjust the combine settings to be able to allow for preservation of the good quality stuff and let some of the lighter stuff go out. So a lot of times that's just retesting over and over, trying to validate what test weight we're coming out. So it's just, you know, adjusting the combine fan speeds, monitoring what's coming out through the combine, and making changes mostly with the fan. I don't really think it should be that hard from a combine, from a very practical, you know, just the combine settings. I don't think it should be that difficult for most producers to be able to come to a settings that work well. Turn your air up on your fan. So the two parts of a combine. One is obviously the shelling, and then trying to separate it effectively. And so that's what we're trying to do, is once we get it shelled in the combine, is we're trying to separate the chaff, the light oats, the thins, and the heavy stuff. And so that's what we're trying to manage. So the fan speed and your sieve settings allow you to kind of balance those and to try to get the heavy oats to stay and blow the light oats out the back. I really should be stopping here shortly and doing a test.
The fan capabilities on your combine, need to make sure you have enough fan to be able to deal with the amount of residue you're pulling through the machine if you're taking the whole plant. You know, if you're just taking the head of the plant and a little bit of straw, your fan capabilities aren't as critical. But if you're going to windrow the straw out of the back end of the combine, you need to make sure you have enough fan capacity in that machine to take care of pushing that crop residue out of the way and allowing those wheat grains, those kernels, to fall so you can get them into your grain tank.
Triticale combine's hard. It threshes hard. It's kind of like wheat, and I've got cover plates that I have an international combine, although this works for any combine, I think, that I cover part of the concave so that it can't just shove that whole head right through the concave immediately. It has to go around once or twice, and you got to have the concave up really tight, and you got to have the cylinder speed wound up in order to get it threshed out.
So we run a conventional John Deere combine that has a cylinder and a beater in combination for threshing and moving the grain into the straw walker portion of the combine. And we had always run the height, or the separation between the beater grade and the beater at the closest setting, because that was what always seemed to work for corn and soybeans, and that's what the manufacturer recommended. We found the only way to eliminate the problem of plugging this year was to open that up to the wider setting, and it didn't seem to have any negative effects on the threshing capability of the machine, and it seemed to allow those bigger bunches of crop to flow through more easily without plugging the machine.